Learning. 7.1 Meaning and definition of learning. Simple explanation. Learning is how people gain knowledge and skills over time. It never stops and continues throughout life. It helps individuals improve their behavior, skills, and abilities based on what they experience. In workplaces, learning keeps employees motivated and helps them adapt to new challenges. It also helps organizations manage and share knowledge effectively for growth and success. Key points to remember. Learning changes behavior through experience. It is continuous and never-ending. It improves skills, motivation, and performance. It helps organizations grow by managing knowledge. Definitions. Learning is how a person builds knowledge, skills, and abilities. Sanford. Learning is a long-term change in behavior due to experience. E.R. Hilgard. Learning is a permanent change in behavior caused by past experiences. Short trick to remember. Life. L. Learning is continuous. I. Improves skills. Feedback for future. E. Experience changes behavior. 7.12 Types of learners. Simple explanation. Kolb categorized learners into 4 types based on how they learn through thinking, feeling, doing, and observing. Types of learners. 1. Divergers observe feel. They learn by watching and feeling the situation. Use imagination in different perspectives. Love brainstorming and discussions. Example, a poet who observes life deeply and writes creative poems. 2. Assimilators. Think, observe. Learn by analyzing and logically organizing ideas. Prefer theoretical models over real-life application. Example, a scientist who studies formulas before experimenting. 3. Convergers. Think, do. Learn by practically applying knowledge. Prefer solving problems and working with things rather than people. Example, an engineer who builds models instead of discussing theories. 4. Accommodators. Feel, do. Learn by trying and experiencing new things. Like to take risks and experiment. Example, an entrepreneur who learns by starting businesses instead of reading books. Key points to remember. Divergers equals observe, feel, creative and imaginative. Assimilators, think, observe, logical and theoretical. Convergers, think, do, practical and problem solvers. Accommodators, feel, do, risk takers, and action-oriented. Short trick to remergers, imagination and ideas. A. Assimilators, theoretical and logical. C. Convergers, practical solutions. A. Accommodators, action and experimentation. 7.1.3 Learning process. Simple explanation. The learning process happens in 8 stages. It starts with attention and ends with retrieving learned information when needed. Phases of learning process. 1. Attention. Focus is the first step. If you're not paying attention, you won't learn. Example, if you're distracted in class, you won't remember anything. Expectancy. You expect to gain something valuable from learning. Example, a student studies hard, expecting good marks. Retrieval of relevant information. You recall past knowledge to understand new concepts. Example, to learn multiplication, you must recall addition. 4. Selective perception. You focus on the most important details. Example, highlighting key points in a book while reading. 5. Encoding, storing information. The brain stores important facts in long-term memory. Example, remembering a formula after solving many questions. 6. Responding. You use stored knowledge to complete tasks. Example, answering a test question correctly based on past learning. 7. Feedback. You check if you learned correctly. If wrong, you try again. Example, after getting a wrong answer, you revise and correct it. 8. Cueing retrieval. Recalling and applying what you learned in real life. Example, using a marketing concept from class in a job interview. Key points to remember. Attention. Without focus, learning doesn't happen. Expectancy. Motivation pushes learning forward. Retrieval. Old knowledge helps new learning. Selective perception. Focus on key details. Encoding. Store information for the long run. Responding. Apply what you learn. Feedback. Check if learning is correct. Cueing retrieval. Recall and use knowledge when needed. Short trick to remember. Aero CCFC. Think of an airplane flying over the sea. A. Attention. Expectancy. R. Retrieval. S. Selective perception. C. Cueing retrieval. F. Feedback. Cueing retrieval. 7.1.4 Significance of learning. Simple explanation. Learning is important because it improves behavior, skills, and performance in individuals and organizations. It helps employees grow, managers guide, and organizations succeed. Why learning is important. 1. Controls employee behavior. Learning helps organizations guide and regulate how employees behave at work. Example: training employees to follow company rules reduces mistakes. 2. Shapes employee growth. Managers use learning to improve employees' skills for personal and company growth. Example: an employee learns leadership skills and gets promoted. 3. Distinguishes learning from natural talent, helps managers know if an employee learned a skill or already had it. Example: if an employee is great at sales, was it through training or natural ability? 4. Improves training programs. Learning helps managers create better training to develop employee skills. Example: a company changes training methods to improve customer service skills. 5. Encourages positive behavior. Managers teach employees to work effectively while controlling bad behaviors like lateness or carelessness. Example: rewarding employees who meet deadlines and disciplining those who skip work. Key points to remember. Controls behavior, guides employees at work. Enhances growth, helps employees and company progress. Identifies skills, differentiates between learned and natural skills. Improves training, makes training programs better. Encourages positive behavior, promotes good habits, discourages bad ones. C. Great improvement today. C. Controls behavior. E. Enhances growth, guides managers. I. Improves training. T. Teaches positive behavior. 7.15 Learning theories, approaches. Simple explanation. There are different ways people learn. Psychologists have developed theories to explain how learning happens. These are: 1. Classical conditioning theory, learning by association. Concept: learning happens when two things are linked together. Example: a dog hears a bell before getting food. Later, just hearing the bell makes the dog expect food. In the workplace, employees associate rewards with good performance, e.g., getting a bonus for completing a project. Operant instrumental conditioning theory, learning by reward and punishment. Concept: learning happens through rewards and punishments. Example: if a child gets chocolates for doing homework, they will repeat the behavior. In the workplace, employees work harder when they get bonuses and avoid mistakes to prevent punishments. 3. Social learning theory, learning by watching others. Concept: people learn by observing and imitating others. Example: a new employee learns how to behave by watching experienced colleagues. In the workplace, employees follow leaders and learn work ethics, discipline, and teamwork. Cognitive learning theory, learning by thinking and understanding. Concept: learning happens by processing information rather than just reacting to rewards or punishments. Example: solving a puzzle by thinking logically rather than trial and error. In the workplace, employees analyze problems and come up with solutions, improving decision-making skills. Key points to remember. Classical conditioning, learning by association, bell, food. Operant conditioning, learning by reward and punishment, bonus for hard work. Social learning, learning by observing others, watching a mentor. Cognitive learning, learning by thinking and problem solving. Short trick to remember. COSC, cats observe smart choices. Classical conditioning. O. Operant conditioning. S. Social learning. Cognitive learning. 7.1.5.1 Classical conditioning theory. Simple explanation. Classical conditioning is a type of learning by association. This means that when two things happen together repeatedly, our brain links them. Example, Pavlov's dog experiment. 1. Before learning. Dog sees meat. Dog salivates. Natural response. Dog hears bell. No reaction. No link yet. 2. During learning. Bell. Meat. Dog salivates. Association starts forming. After learning. Alone. Dog salivates. Dog has learned to connect bell with food. Now, even without meat, just the bell sound makes the dog salivate. Key terms. Unconditioned stimulus. Meat naturally makes the dog salivate. Unconditioned response. UR. Salivation, natural reaction to meat. Conditioned stimulus. CS. Bell originally had no effect, but now linked to food. Conditioned response. Salivation. Now happens just with the bell, application in real life. Workplace. Employees associate rewards, like salary hikes, with good performance. Advertising. Brands use celebrities to promote products, so people associate them with quality. Daily life. We wake up at the same time even without an alarm because our body is conditioned to it. Short trick to remember, Busk Bell unites salivation conditioning. BEAS, Bell, conditioned stimulus, unconditioned response, natural reaction, salivation, response after learning, C, conditioning, link between stimulus and response. 7.15.2 Operant Instrument Conditioning Theory. Simple explanation. Operant conditioning is learning through rewards and punishments. If a person gets a reward for a behavior, they will do it again. If they get punished, they will avoid it. Example, Skinner's experiment. B.F. Skinner, a psychologist, conducted an experiment using a rat in a box. 1. The rat accidentally presses a lever, gets food, keeps pressing it again, learning by reward. 2. The rat receives an electric shock, avoids pressing the lever, learning by punishment. Key points to remember. Reinforcement encourages behavior, can be positive or negative. Positive reinforcement giving a reward, e.g. salary for work. Negative reinforcement removing something bad, e.g. stopping noise after fastening seatbelt. Punishment discourages behavior, e.g. fines for speeding. Examples in daily life. Employee performance. Bonuses for high sales motivate employees. Classroom behavior. Good marks encourage students to study more. Traffic rules. Fines discourage people from breaking rules. Difference between classical and operant conditioning. Classical conditioning, operant conditioning. Reaction is automatic. Reaction is chosen, pressing lever. Stimulus comes first, response follows, action comes first, reward punishment follows. Involuntary behavior, voluntary behavior. Short trick to remember. Rope, reward operates positive encouragement. Reward, positive reinforcement. Operant, action-based learning. Discourages behavior. E, encouragement. 5.3 Social learning explanation. This theory says that people learn by watching others. If someone sees a behavior leading to rewards, vicarious reinforcement, they will copy it. If they see punishment, vicarious punishment, they will avoid it. Example. A new employee observes that those who work overtime get promoted. Seeing this, he also starts working overtime. Key points to remember. Learning by observation. Watching others helps us learn. Role models matter. We imitate successful or admired people. Consequences shape learning. If a behavior gets rewarded, we copy it. If punished, we avoid it. Bandura's 4 processes of learning. 1. Attention process. We learn only when we focus on the role model. Example, watching a skilled public speaker attentively. 2. Retention process. We remember the behavior to apply it later. Example, recalling how a teacher explains a concept. 3. Motor reproduction process. We try to practice the observed behavior. Example, a student tries to give a speech after watching a TED Talk. Reinforcement process. If we get positive feedback, we continue the behavior. Example, a child gets praised for good handwriting and keeps improving. So, social cognition theory. This theory says culture and language shape learning. Culture decides what and how we think. Language helps in learning. Example, children learn traditions by listening to stories. Short trick to remember. ARMR, attention, retention, motor, reinforcement. A, attention, focus on attention, remember behavior. MEM, motor reproduction, practice it. Reinforcement, repeat if rewarded. SA 7154, cognitive learning theory. Simple explanation. This theory says that learning happens through thinking, problem solving, and past experiences rather than just trial and error. People learn by understanding patterns and making smart choices. Key points to remember. Learning from experience. We use past knowledge to solve problems. Making choices. We think and choose the best behavior. Understanding consequences. We analyze what happens after our choices. Applying knowledge. We use past learning for future decisions. Example, an employee choosing a project. 1. He looks at past experiences before selecting. 2. He picks the best option based on his goals. 3. After completing it, he evaluates if it was a good decision. 4. Next time, he applies what he learned to make a better choice. Short trick to remember. PCUA, past, choose, understand, apply. Past learning, use experience. C, choose, pick best behavior. Understand, analyze results. A, apply, use knowledge for future. 2.1, meaning and definition of personality. Simple explanation. Personality is how a person behaves, interacts, and influences others. It includes both inherited traits, born with, and learned traits, gained over time. Personality remains consistent throughout life and helps us adjust to different situations. Key points to remember. Personality is a mix of traits. Some are inherited, some are learned. It affects how we interact. Our personality shapes our behavior with others. It stays stable over time. Personality does not change frequently. It helps in adjustment. Personality allows people to adapt to their environment. Example, 2 employees in the same situation. Rahul, calm personality, handles a stressful task patiently. 2, Amit, short-tempered personality, gets frustrated easily. Both face the same situation, but their personality makes them react differently. Short trick to remember. SLAP, stable, learned, adjusts personality. Stable, personality stays consistent. L, learned, some traits develop over time. A, adjusts, helps in adapting to situations. Personality, combination of traits. (7.2.2) Natural explanation. Personality is what makes each person unique. It is shaped by both heredity, genetics, and environment surroundings. Personality can be learned, developed, and changes over time. It includes both physical, body, and mental, mind traits, and is deeply connected to social interactions. Key points to remember. Unique. Everyone's personality is different, e.g., the way we talk, laugh, or react. Individual differences. No 2 people are exactly alike, but some may share similar traits, some are very social, while others are reserved. Heredity and environment. Genetics decide some traits, but experiences shape personality. Learned traits. We learn behaviors from family, society, and experiences. Combination of traits. Personality is not just a set of traits, they work together as a system. Dynamic changing process. Personality keeps evolving with life experiences. Mind and body connection. Personality is both physical, e.g. appearance, energy, and mental, thinking, emotions. Social influence. Personality develops through interactions with others. Example, 2 students in the same class. One, Ravi, extrovert, talks a lot, participates in discussions. Raj, introvert, quiet, prefers listening over speaking. Both are students, but their personalities make them different. Short trick to remember, uplifted. Unique, psychophysical, learned, individual, flexible, traits, environment, dynamic. Unique, different for everyone. P, psychophysical, both mind and body. L, learned, from family and society. I, individual differences. No 2 people are same. F, flexible, changes over time. Traits, combination of different qualities. E, environment, surroundings shape personality. Dynamic, always evolving. 7.2.3 Determinants of personality. Simple explanation. Personality is shaped by many factors. These factors include biological traits, genes, brain, looks, social environment, family, friends, culture, traditions, values, situations, work, school, and physical environment, climate, surroundings. Ash key points to remember. 1. Biological factors. Genetics and body traits affect personality. Heredity. Personality traits are passed from parents, e.g. twins show similar traits. Brain. Brain structure may influence personality, still under study. Physical features. Height, skin color, and body type impact personality, e.g. confidence. 2. Social factors. Family, school, and society shape personality. Home environment. A loving home creates a balanced personality. Family members, parents and siblings influence personality. Social groups, friends, teachers, and colleagues affect behavior. 3. Cultural factors. Traditions and beliefs define personality. Culture teaches how to behave, e.g. some cultures promote teamwork, others competition. 4. Situational factors. Personality changes based on the situation. Example, a strict boss may be friendly at home. Different jobs and conditions can change behavior, e.g. a confident person may feel nervous in a new office. 5. Physical environment. Nature and surroundings affect personality. Example, rural people, hardworking, strong, versus urban people, tech-savvy, modern lifestyle. Example, twins study identical twins, same genes have more similar personalities than fraternal twins, different genes, even if raised separately. Situational change. A strict professor may be fun-loving at home, showing that personality adjusts with situations. Short trick to remember. Basic. Biology, attitude, social, situations, identity, culture, climate, physical. B. Biology, genes, brain, looks. Attitude, family, friends, society. Situations, work, school, surroundings. Identity, culture, traditions, values, climate, physical environment, lifestyle. (7.2) Personalities. Simple explanation. Managers have different personalities based on how they think, feel, sense, and react to situations. These personalities affect how they make decisions, solve problems, and lead teams. Key points to remember. 1. Sensing managers SM. Practical and detailed. Use standard methods to solve problems. Focus on results rather than creativity. Example, a manager who strictly follows company rules and steps. 2. Intuitive managers. Creative and risk takers. Prefer new challenges instead of routine work. Think about big ideas instead of small details. Example, a startup founder who loves experimenting with new strategies. 3. Feeling managers. People-oriented and emotional. Prioritize employees' happiness over strict rules. Avoid conflicts, love harmony. Example, an HR manager who always supports employees emotionally. 4. Thinking managers, TM. Logical and problem solvers. Use facts and analysis to make decisions. Less emotional, more rational. Example, a finance manager who uses data to cut costs. 5. Intuitive thinkers. Idea generators and innovators. Follow principles and strategy to solve problems. Highly motivated and visionary. Example, a scientist developing futuristic technology. 6. Sensation feelers. SEF. Practical and observant. Notice small details that others ignore. Trust team members, don't judge easily. Example, a quality control officer who checks every product for defects. 7. Sensation thinkers, decision makers, and disciplined. Good at analyzing facts and numbers. Want structured and professional work environments. Example, a manager who strictly follows deadlines and work rules. 8. Intuitive feelers. Charismatic and inspiring, passionate, good at motivating people. Flexible and work well in team environments. Example, a motivational speaker who encourages employees. Short trick to remember. SIFT SINS, SM, IFTF, ST, N, SF, S, sensing managers, I, intuitive managers, feeling managers, T, thinking managers, S, sensation feelers, I, intuitive thinkers, N, intuitive feelers, S, sensation thinkers. Decision makers and disciplined, good 7.2.5. Major personality attributes influencing organizational behavior. Simple explanation. People have different personality traits that affect how they behave at work. These traits determine how they interact, make decisions, handle stress, and adapt to challenges. Key points to remember. 1. Self-monitoring, SM. Image conscious and adaptable. Adjust behavior based on the situation. Fit well in sales and consulting jobs. Example, a salesperson who changes their approach for different customers. 2. Self-esteem, confidence level. High, feels capable and handles challenges well. Low, doubts abilities and fears failure. Example, a confident leader versus an insecure employee. 3. Need patterns, desire for achievement. Love challenging tasks and seek feedback. Example, a CEO who always pushes for higher performance. 4. Locus of control, LC, belief in control over life. Internal, I control my success. External, luck or fate decides my success. Example, a student who blames failure on bad luck versus one who studies harder. 5. Authoritarianism, A, strict rule followers. Believe in power and discipline. Prefer clear rules and structured environments. Example, a military officer enforcing strict discipline. 6. Machiavellianism, manipulative and practical. High, emotionally detached, power-driven. Low, easily influenced by others. Example, a politician using smart tactics to win. 7. Introversion and extroversion, social behavior. Extroverts, outgoing, energetic, love socializing. Introverts, quiet, prefer working alone. Example, a party host versus a writer working in solitude. Bureaucratic personality, rule-focused and rigid, follow strict procedures, lack flexibility. Example, a government official who strictly follows rules, even when unnecessary. 9. Risk-taking, RT, decision-making style. High risk-takers, quick decisions, less data. Low risk-takers, slow decisions, more research. Example, a stock trader versus a careful financial planner. 10. Type A and Type B, AB. Work and stress management. Type A, competitive, restless, impatient. Type B, relaxed, social, balanced life. A workaholic CEO versus a laid-back artist. Short trick to remember, SmartLab IR, SM, SE, NP, RT, LC, BP, IEM. Self-monitoringism, A, authoritarianism, R, risk-taking, T, type A and type B, locus of control, A, achievement need patterns, B, bureaucratic personality, I, introversion and extroversion, respect, self-esteem. Hash 7.2.6, measurement of personality. Personality measurement helps companies understand employees' strengths, weaknesses, and behavior. There are different methods to measure personality, each revealing different aspects of a person. Key points to remember. 1. Projective method, PM. Hidden personality traits are revealed through indirect tests. Rorschach inkblot test. People describe what they see in inkblots. This shows their emotions and personality. Example, someone who sees monsters may have hidden fears. Thematic apperception test. TAP. People make up stories based on pictures, revealing their thoughts and emotions. Example, a person who writes sad stories may have emotional struggles. 2. Personality inventories. Standardized tests to measure personality traits. MMPI, Minnesota Multiphasic Personality Inventory, 550 questions with true, false, not known options. 16 PFQ, 16 Personality Factor Questionnaire. Measures 16 personality traits like confidence, anxiety, emotional maturity, etc. 3. Interview method, IM, direct interaction to assess personality. Exhaustive interview, detailed questions to understand behavior. Stress interview, interviewer creates pressure to test reactions. Example, an interviewer interrupts and criticizes to see if the candidate stays calm. 4. Case history method, CHM, collecting past data to analyze personality. Information from family, friends, and documents helps in personality assessment, used by psychiatrists to understand mental health issues. 5. Observation method, OM, watching behavior in real situations. Experts observe how a person reacts to different situations. Example, seeing how an employee behaves under pressure at work. Short trick to remember, PPICO, PM, PI, IM, CHM, OM, P, projective method, personality inventory method, case history method, O, observation method, 7.2.7 Importance of Personality. Simple explanation. Personality affects how people work, interact, and contribute in an organization. A bad personality can create stress, conflicts, and job dissatisfaction. If managers understand personality, they can improve workplace harmony and performance. Key points to remember. 1. Creativity. C. Personality affects creativity in employees. Brainstorming and discussions improve problem solving. But aggressive personalities need control. Example, a designer with a creative mind may suggest innovative product ideas. 2. Retention. A good personality reduces employee turnover. Employees stay if they are happy in their roles. Managers should assign tasks based on employee interests. Example, if an employee dislikes sales, forcing them into a sales role will lead to quitting. Teamwork. T. Some people work better alone, affecting teamwork. Managers should identify such personalities during hiring. Example, a coder who prefers working alone may struggle in a collaborative team project. 4. Production. Personality affects motivation and performance. Some employees lack self-motivation, slowing down work. This creates extra pressure on other employees. Example, a lazy worker missing deadlines can frustrate the entire team. Short trick to remember. CRTP create personality, R retention, T production. Transal 731 Transactional Analysis. Simple explanation. Transactional analysis is a theory that helps people understand how they communicate with others. It was developed by Eric Berne in 1950 and is used in therapy, education, and workplaces. TA helps people improve their relationships by analyzing behavior and interactions. Key points to remember. Developed by Eric Berne 1950, used in therapy, counseling, education, and workplaces. Purpose. Helps people understand their own behavior and how they interact with others. Improves communication. Makes relationships better by analyzing conversations. Theory of personality and social action. Explains how people behave and react in social situations. Used for self-improvement. Helps people change their behavior for personal and professional growth. Short trick to remember. DPTIU, Do People Talk in Unity? Developed by Eric Berne. Purpose, understand behavior. T. Theory of personality I improves communication. Used for self-improvement. Hasho 7.3.2. Nature of transactional analysis explanation. Transactional analysis, TA, explains how people communicate and interact. It helps individuals understand themselves and others while improving relationships. Key points to remember. Integrated concept. TA combines psychology and behavior theories to explain how the mind works. Problem and goal focused. TA helps people solve problems and achieve independence and better relationships. Self and others understanding. Helps individuals analyze their own and others' behavior for better communication. Improves communication. TA is used in training and development to enhance communication skills. Short trick to remember. IPSI, I personally speak intelligently. I, integrated concept, problem and goal focused. S, self and others, understanding, communication. Parsen 7.33 Components of Transactional Analysis. Simple explanation. TA helps us understand human behavior through three main components. Ego states. Different ways a person thinks, feels, and behaves. Types of transactions. How people communicate with each other. Life positions. A person's belief about themselves and others. Short trick to remember. ETL, easy to learn. E, ego state, transaction type. Positions. 7.33.1 Ego states, PAC model. Simple explanation. When people talk or act, they behave in one of three ways. 1. Parent ego, P, acts like a teacher, guide, or authority figure. 2. Adult ego, thinks logically, makes decisions with reason. 3. Child ego, C, acts emotionally, playfully, or impulsively. Example, if your boss scolds you like a strict teacher, parent ego. If you calculate your monthly expenses logically, adult ego. If you laugh loudly in class for no reason, child ego. Types of each ego state. Parent ego, nurturing parent, caring, loving, e.g. a mother comforting her child. Critical parent, strict, rule-following, e.g. a teacher punishing a student. Child ego, natural child, fun-loving, emotional, e.g. playing with toys. Adaptive child follows rules, obedient, e.g. sitting quietly in class. Rebellious child, angry, argues, e.g. protesting against rules. Adult ego, logical, analytical, and practical, making a budget. Short trick to remember, pack, parents act cool, parent ego, adult, C, child ego. 2. Types of transactions. Simple explanation. Simple explanation, every conversation or interaction between two people involves a stimulus, action, and a response, reaction. These interactions are called transactions. Example, if your boss asks you to complete a report, that's a stimulus action. If you reply saying you'll do it by today, that's a response, reaction. Transactions are of 4 types: complementary, parallel transactions. Smooth and clear communication happens because both people respond in an expected way. Example, boss, finish the report by 5 p.m. Okay, I'll do it. Since both react in a predictable way, communication is smooth. Types: adult, logical conversation, e.g. discussing work deadlines. Adult parent, manager follows logic, but employee follows past rules. Boss adult, CHOS guides an employee like a teacher-student relationship. Parent, both act as authority figures, cooperating. Parent adult, boss scolds, employee feels irritated. Parent child, boss acts strict, employee obeys. Child parent, employee behaves immaturely, boss is responsible. Child adult, employee is playful, boss is serious. Child, both act emotionally, leading to mismanagement. Short trick to remember, CAP, conversations are predictable, C, complementary, A, parallel communication. Types of transactions, continued. Non-complementary cross transactions. Miscommunication happens when a person expects a logical reply but gets an unexpected response. Example, boss adult, can you finish the report today? Employee child, why are you always pressuring me? Since the boss expected a logical reply but got an emotional reaction, the conversation is blocked. Key point, no further interaction happens because the communication breaks down. Ulterior transactions, double meaning. The message has a hidden meaning behind what is actually said. Example 1. Boss adult, what's today's report? Hidden meaning, you are late again. Example 2. Salesperson adult, this shirt is for people with exclusive taste. Hidden meaning, you might not afford it. Key point, people use this to manipulate conversations. 4. Gallows transactions, unexpected reactions. In this type of transaction, people react differently than expected. Example, teacher laughs instead of scolding a student for making a silly mistake. Mother smiles when a child falls instead of getting worried. Father feels proud when his son takes a risk, even if he fails. Key point, emotional reaction is opposite to the expected one. Short trick to remember, crossed, ulterior, gallows. C, crossed, miscommunication. Ulterior, hidden meaning. Gallows, unexpected reaction. Life positions in transactional analysis. Life positions are psychological states that influence how people see themselves and others. These beliefs come from early life experiences and shape a person's behavior. There are 4 life positions based on self-attitude: how I see myself, and attitude towards others, how I see others. I am okay. You are okay. Healthy and positive mindset. Confident, problem solver, and trusts others. Example, a good manager trusts employees, listens to them, and works as a team. Ideal position, best for personal and professional growth. 2. I am okay, you are not okay. Blames others for problems, arrogant, critical, and harsh. Example, a strict boss who always criticizes employees and never appreciates them. Can create a toxic work environment. 3. I am not okay, you are okay. Lacks confidence and feels helpless. Thinks others are better. Example, a manager who feels powerless, lacks leadership, and is easily manipulated. Often feels insecure and depends on others too much. 4. I am not okay, you are not okay. Negative, depressed, and hopeless. Disinterested in life and work. Example, a manager who avoids decisions, ignores employees, and has no motivation. Extreme cases may lead to serious problems like quitting jobs or even violence. Short trick to remember. Oh no. Okay? N. Not okay. Not okay. Hopeless. Basis of development in life positions. Life positions develop based on how people receive strokes, feedback, attention, or recognition from others. These strokes can be positive or negative, shaping how we see ourselves and others. I am not okay. You are okay. Caused by receiving no recognition or negative treatment in childhood. Effect, feels weak, follows others blindly, lacks confidence. Example, an employee who always waits for the boss to make decisions. I am not okay. You are not okay. Caused by harsh treatment, no love or appreciation. Effect, feels hopeless, may quit jobs, lose self-confidence, or stop trying. Example, a person who gives up easily and does not trust anyone. I am okay. You are not okay. Caused by self-praise, ignoring others, overconfidence. Becomes rude, criticizes others, may engage in unethical activities. Example, a strict boss who insults employees and never appreciates them. For I am okay. You are okay. Ideal position, caused by encouragement, love, and positive feedback. Effect, honest, cooperative, confident, and successful. Example, a good manager who supports and trusts the team. Short trick to remember, noon. Not okay? Okay. Follows others. Not okay, not hopeless. Oh, harsh and critical. Positive and ideal. Benefits of Transactional Analysis, TA. Transactional Analysis, TA, helps in understanding human behavior and improving communication. It has multiple benefits in personal and professional life. Interpersonal effectiveness. Helps in better communication and relationships. Managers understand employees' ego states, parent, adult, child. Example, a manager who understands TA can communicate effectively with team members and handle conflicts better. Organization development. Used in setting policies and improving teamwork. Helps in removing negative behaviors in the workplace. Example, a company that trains employees in TA creates a positive work culture. 3. Conflict resolution. Helps in solving disputes based on life positions. Okay, not okay, etc. Encourages assertive and fair problem solving rather than aggressive behavior. Example, a leader using TA ensures conflicts are resolved in a way that benefits both parties. 4. Executive development. Helps managers handle employee problems better. Encourages effective leadership and decision-making. Example, a CEO trained in TA makes better strategic decisions by considering employees' perspectives. Counseling. Helps counselors understand clients' behaviors and emotions. Builds trust and improves problem solving. Example, a therapist uses TA to help a client understand their negative behavior patterns. 6. Education. Teachers use TA to help students understand themselves and others. Improves communication skills and teamwork. Example, a teacher helps students with different learning styles using TA techniques. 7. Diagnosis and treatment of psychological disorders. used for analyzing mental health issues. Explains how people develop thoughts and behaviors from childhood. Example, a psychologist uses the parent-adult-child model to treat anxiety or depression. Leadership. Helps managers choose the right leadership style. Encourages a flexible approach to decision-making. Example, a good leader balances authority and logic adult while motivating employees child. Short trick to remember, ice cold L, interpersonal effectiveness, C. Conflict resolution, E. Executive development, C. Counseling, O. Organization development, L. Leadership, D. Diagnosis and treatment, learning. Got it. Here are the questions again. 7.41 Short answer type questions. 1. Highlight the different types of learners. 2. Briefly explain the cognitive learning theory. 3. Highlight the significance of learning. 4. Why is personality important? 5. Discuss personality development in brief. 6. Define and explain transactional analysis. Enumerate the limitations of transactional analysis. 7.42 Long answer type questions. 1. Discuss the meaning of learning. What are the steps involved in the process of learning? 2. Elaborate on the various theories of learning. 3. Define personality and also explain its nature. 4. What are the different types of personalities? 5. Explain the meaning of transactional analysis. Highlight the components of transactional analysis. Discuss the benefits and limitations of transactional analysis.